With a spirit of collaboration and clarity of focus, FCTV embraced the opportunities that came with the challenges of 2021, forging partnerships and keeping our community connected and informed. Through the ebb and flow of variants, vaccines, and virtual meetings, Falmouth turned to FCTV to tell its most essential stories, while diligently providing the most up-to-date information on the status of the pandemic in our town was a critical aspect of FCTV's contribution to civic life. It was far from the only one.
FCTV became the heart of civic life during the pandemic, when the only option for the public to follow local affairs was through their broadcasts of our virtual municipal meetings, weekly COVID updates with our public health agent, Governor Baker's daily press conferences, and so much more.
As municipal meetings evolved to ensure participant safety, FCTV adapted to maintain transparency and allow for civic engagement, employing the latest in media technology. In 2021, meetings were held virtually, in person, or a hybrid of both. In January, working with town officials, FCTV played a key role in producing Falmouth's first ever virtual town meeting. In addition to meetings, FCTV offered viewers an inside look at municipal projects, interviews with town department heads, virtual precinct meetings, and a front row seat at public forums on a wide range of topics. To commemorate the Falmouth Police Department's 100th anniversary, FCTV produced a series of oral histories with past and present Falmouth law enforcement professionals. FCTV also partnered with the town's Veteran Services Department to create the first virtual Memorial Day, and with the Senior Center to celebrate their grand opening. Working closely with town officials, FCTV continued to play an integral role in disseminating the latest information on health and safety, inclement weather, school closings, and emergencies.
FCTV's local government coverage provides unparalleled accessibility to our residents, a truly invaluable resource and real treasure of Falmouth.
Voter education from a nonpartisan, trusted source is essential to a functioning democracy. FCTV fulfills a unique and indispensable role in empowering voters by providing candidates with an open platform to share their views, hosts candidate nights and forums in partnership with the Falmouth League of Women Voters, assists our town clerk in disseminating voting essentials, and produces live election coverage hosted by local leaders with decades of government experience. Throughout the year, FCTV kept the flow of information steady and reliable, connecting citizens and stakeholders with the town of Falmouth.
FCTV has always been a valued partner to Falmouth Jewish congregation, but never more so than during the pandemic. Its support and partnership allowed us to not only continue, but to expand our outreach and to offer services and educational programs to the community. But it was not only what FCTV does, but the fact that they do their work with dedication and excellence.
Nonprofit organizations play a vital role in building healthy communities by providing critical services. Throughout the year, FCTV strengthened existing relationships and initiated new connections with over 90 organizations offering training, communication tools, creative and technical support to help them discover new opportunities with which to serve their constituents, while also building new audiences to broaden visibility and tell their stories. These initiatives resulted in an array of programming from performances by local artists, lectures by historians and newsmakers, theatrical productions, oral histories, lively discussions on local topics, faith services, programs that celebrate our cultural diversity, and brought our community traditions into our homes when we could not gather in person. Through outreach to fellow Falmouth nonprofits, FCTV strengthened bonds that would lead to exciting new opportunities to work collaboratively in service to our community. What began as weekly Zoom meetings between local nonprofits on ways to manage through the pandemic evolved into a collective of 14 Falmouth-based organizations called One Falmouth. The collaboration with FCTV as one of the founding members shares resources, expertise, and knowledge, serving as a vehicle to increase awareness of the nonprofit community in Falmouth.
Falmouth Community Television is instrumental in bringing our community together in so many different ways, whether it's staying connected through the twice-monthly Falmouth in Focus, providing local election coverage, broadcasting school committee meetings, sharing COVID-19 updates, or replaying school concerts and the annual Christmas parade. FCTV has consistently delivered.
With FCTV's support, our member organizations created innovative ways to adapt and meet community needs. These partnerships resulted in a 47% increase in first-run Falmouth-produced programming on FCTV. FCTV's Educational Access Department and its youth volunteers played an indispensable role in 2021, offering a kaleidoscope of school programs, including FHS Morning News, athletics, graduations, virtual science fairs, award ceremonies, poetry contests, student presentations, college planning sessions, and more, enhancing curriculum and engaging the wider community. To enable families and fans to root for Falmouth High School athletic teams from home, Pixelot AI-driven camera systems were installed in the Antonucci Fieldhouse and multi-purpose athletic field. This acquisition allowed viewers to watch 175 Clipper sporting events in 2021. With programming on FCTV Channel 14, parents and families were able to share in the many quintessential milestones that make up a school year, maintaining a healthy school culture and honoring the many Falmouth public school traditions.
FCTV played a key role over the course of the pandemic, not only as a reliable and localized resource for information on COVID-19, but also as a valuable community connector. At the height of the pandemic, FCTV adapted quickly to provide virtual spaces where neighbors could stay in the loop, while also serving to promote civic engagement and maintain crucial access to local government through their content.
I got my start making videos at FCTV. Their classes, their equipment, and their cheerfully helpful staff nurtured my competence and confidence over time. I've now made dozens of videos for local nonprofits, bringing awareness to their work in a way they wouldn't have otherwise had access to. This is just one of the many ways FCTV is invaluable to the community.
Since its inception, FCTV has been dedicated to education and lifelong learning, continually expanding a curriculum that promotes media and computer literacy, youth enrichment, and workforce development, while providing programs that preserve Falmouth's diverse history and support the creative economy. Building on the spirit of collaboration and focusing on our core strengths, along with seed funding provided by the Falmouth Fund, FCTV created the Virtualization Assistance Project. This initiative offered an opportunity to fellow organizations to develop solutions to empower their remote workforce to enhance productivity. Having already adapted its curriculum of media and technology courses to an online format in 2020, in 2021, FCTV transitioned to a hybrid method, incorporating a mixture of remote learning with in-person classes. FCTV embraced new technologies, such as the StreamYard online studio platform, helping members find innovative ways to tell their stories. FCTV's youth initiatives also continued throughout the year. Funded in part by a grant from the Falmouth Cultural Council, FCTV's popular Vacation Animation program resumed in 2021, imparting storytelling, teamwork, and media literacy skills to area youth while providing families with a fun and educational school vacation activity. FCTV expanded its internship program, partnering with Falmouth High School to offer school credit for valuable work experience. Through programs like these, FCTV has mentored local youth from elementary school through secondary and higher education to advance careers in communications.
Participating in FCTV programs has helped me learn more about studio production in a real-world setting, as well as how news packages are made and their impact. Participation in these programs has given me much-needed practice in directing, camera operation, and interview skills.
In 2021, FCTV offered 87 classes for 162 participants.
My experience before relocating to Falmouth had always been with network-affiliated television stations in large cities. Now I understand just how critical it is to have a community outlet like FCTV to offer quality local programming and news the big city stations have no interest or ability to provide.
While FCTV's legacy was founded in training others to produce their own programs, over the years it became apparent that with the reduction of local journalism, FCTV would need to develop more original programming in order to build bridges of understanding, commemorate our living history and diverse culture, and foster crucial conversations. These programs are developed in partnership with community leaders representing business, government, the faith community, media, community groups, and nonprofit organizations. Some of these include The Conversation, Poetic License, Falmouth is Cooking, Falmouth in Focus, PSA Days, In addition to these programs, FCTV staff, members, and volunteers were on the scene, often in our state-of-the-art production van, to provide coverage of a myriad of local events. In one of the most poignant moments of 2021, FCTV provided coverage of the first Interfaith COVID Memorial Ceremony, held on the lawn of Falmouth Public Library. It was a stark reminder of what our town had been through since the spring of 2020 and provided a much-needed opportunity for community healing and togetherness.
FCTV is a community connector and gives me the updates on social activities, the town, political scene, social services, and engaging conversation topics. It is reassuring to know FCTV can be the pulse of Falmouth and keep me connected with the town I love.
Through the lens of our cameras, each year we capture moments in time from the life of our town. Years from now, we can look back on graduations and town meetings, school concerts and road races, festivities, traditions, changes to our landscape, and the faces of people who contribute so much to our lives. Through FCTV, we have that clear vision of our past and the means to collectively shape our future.